Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're looking way past the pitch and the players. We're diving straight into the global financial blueprints to reveal how a simple game generates, well, unbelievable, world-changing wealth. We're talking about the FIFA World Cup. But hey, we aren't here to analyze goals or fouls. We're here to pop the hood on the ultimate business engine behind it all and decode the complex global economy that powers the beautiful game.
Just contrast the simple act of a fan kicking a ball on a local pitch with this staggering figure, $1 billion. And honestly, that's just the starting line. This massive number represents the billions upon billions of dollars flowing constantly around that iconic golden trophy. Throughout this explainer, we're going to trace exactly where this mountain of money comes from, how it circulates, and where it ultimately ends up.
All right, part 1, tickets, tourism, and fans, the true foundation of the sport.
So, let's start from the ground up, tracking a single dollar from a fan's wallet right across international borders. As millions of fans from all over the world log on to buy tickets, you can really see the growth momentum across 3 distinct phases: early, mid, and final sales. This synchronized wave of global capital is what actually fuels the initial revenue engine of the whole tournament. It sets the financial baseline before a single match is even played.
And this influx fundamentally transforms host cities practically overnight. Look at the essential sectors seeing these explosive revenue spikes. We aren't just talking about stadium vendors here. We are talking about airports, hotels, restaurants, taxis, and shopping malls. The entire infrastructure of a host nation goes into high-speed overdrive as international fans arrive in droves, injecting a ton of foreign currency directly into the local economy.
Then you have to add in the massive surge of merchandise purchases. It's not just a ticket and a hotel room. We're talking rapid, explosive spikes in the sales of physical goods. Jerseys, footballs, scarves, flags, you name it. These represent millions of individual retail transactions happening all at once across the host country, absolutely skyrocketing tourism revenue.
Moving on to Part 2, Global Broadcasting and Media.
Now consider the dramatic contrast between the physical and the digital. On one hand, physical stadium capacity is capped at tens of thousands. Sure, it creates an incredible atmosphere, but it's limited by physical space. On the other hand, the global broadcast reach scales exponentially into the billions. The stadium is really just the visual epicenter. The real scale, and frankly the real money, lies in that massive television and digital streaming audience. Just picture television and internet signals spreading rapidly across every single continent. You have millions of families watching in their living rooms, fans packed shoulder to shoulder in cafes, and huge crowds gathered in public viewing areas. This synchronized global audience predictably reaches into the billions. It is a shared viewing event that is literally unlike anything else in the world.
Which brings us to part 3, corporate sponsorships and brands.
So here's exactly how that corporate machinery works, broken down into 3 steps. First, executives finalize highly lucrative deals for exclusive association rights. Second, dynamic digital billboards light up the edges of the pitch during gameplay, perfectly framed across our 16:9 screens. And third, those deals translate into vast streams of revenue transferred directly to FIFA headquarters. It's the ultimate bridge connecting the world's biggest brands directly to the tournament.
This brings us to a fundamental question. What is the true value of reaching 1 billion eyes all at once? It's about understanding the sheer, unprecedented scale of investment these international corporations are willing to make for uninterrupted global visibility. There is simply no other recurring event on Earth that commands this level of simultaneous human attention, and you better believe brands are willing to pay an enormous premium for a piece of that real estate.
Let's zoom out to Part 4, the ultimate financial ecosystem, the macro level.
You see, the money doesn't just stop flowing when the referee blows the final whistle. It kicks off on day 1 with the match victory and the lifting of the trophy. By week 1, unprecedented pools of prize money are distributed directly into national team accounts. Fast forward to month 1, and domestic club values rise dynamically as their star players gain global recognition. And by year 1, we see explosive player endorsement deals finalized, heavily rewarding the individual stars of the show.
So how is all this carefully collected and distributed? Well, broadcasting rights take the largest chunk by far, followed very closely by global sponsorships. Then we have ticket sales, merchandising, and licensing. And finally, a portion of this immense wealth is actually funneled back out into global development programs, ensuring the sport continues to grow worldwide.
When you look at it all together,
It becomes abundantly clear that we aren't just looking at a sporting event anymore. A financial ecosystem, in this context, is the interconnected network where grassroots fan spending, expansive media rights, and high-level corporate deals all combine to generate unified wealth. It is a hyper-complex global economy perfectly wrapped up in a football kit.
I absolutely love this quote, straight from our source material. Football is more than a game. It is one of the world's biggest industries. This central truth is completely undeniable. Every single pass, every goal, and every cheer is intrinsically tied to a sprawling, massive network of commerce. It's a fascinating and maybe a slightly provocative thought to leave you with today. Next time you're watching a match and you cheer for a goal, take a second to notice the billboards. Think about the broadcast rights and ask yourself, who is really winning? We hope this explainer changed how you view the beautiful game's incredible billion-dollar business. Keep asking questions, keep looking at the data, and we'll catch you in the next one.